16th May 1983 marked the official beginning of the Sudan's People's Liberation Army under the command of Colonel Dr. John Garang. The liberation was sparked off by the rift between Sudan People's Liberation Army (SPLA) and the government of Sudan, mainly over acts of sectarianism that had manifested in the country.
Again, in 1972, there was a peace agreement in Addis Ababa that was called Addis Ababa Accord. It was abrogated again by the same regime as Khartoum. Islamization, Arabizations of schools and the people themselves. It was not possible for South Sudanese to accept that.
The Director General International Public Relations and the Minister of Defense and Veteran Affairs, Major General H.E Deng, says the journey of peace for the people of South Sudan started before 1983. This was during the celebration of the SPLM's 40 years of existence, held at the South Sudan Embassy Nakasero.
South Sudanese achieved a lot. Despite the war have killed no less than 2.5 million people in the South, yet at the end they got their own political independence in 2011. I think it's a big achievement for the people and we must be proud.
The South Sudan Ambassador to Uganda, His Excellency Ambassador Simon Juach Deng, applauded the government of Uganda for the peaceful collaboration with the government of South Sudan. He called upon the South Sudan Community in Uganda to abide by the Ugandan laws and embrace the hospitality.
We are really very appreciative again to the government of Uganda led by NRM, to the Ugandan people that have hosted South Sudanese all over the country. But my appeal to South Sudanese, you've been hosted well. I know you've also been good residents. On this occasion, I'm urging you, please protect the laws of Uganda.
He condoled with the UPDF over the death of Colonel Charles Engola Machodogo, who was shot dead by his bodyguard on the 2nd of May 2023.
We are in sympathy with you, with the fallen comrade, Colonel Engola. We remembered him in the 1990s. He was a commander of artillery. So he's somebody we hold dearly to us.
Ambassador Deng noted that South Sudan has over the time stabilized and is riding over the peace brought by the implementation of several peace agreements. He also called upon the South Sudan investors in Uganda and other countries to return home and invest in the fertile grounds in the oil sector, infrastructure, agriculture, among other sectors.
South Sudan economy has improved post-2018. With our implementation of the peace agreement, the economy is improving, and therefore we are urging people to come back and invest.
On the ongoing war in Sudan, His Excellency Deng says South Sudan is advocating for peace talks with Sudan to end the war. The function was attended by, among others, the European Union Head of Mission, South Sudan Ambassador to Rwanda, Eritrean Ambassador to Uganda, French Ambassador, UPDF spokesperson, representatives from Uganda Police, among others. Susan Naung and Andrew Sebira reporting for ABC TV.